Welcome to Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates, where the purple has engulfed this place as they are ready for a showdown. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Pirates will kick it away to start. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, running back on the move. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Gordon. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Shaw. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. East Carolina Pirates will take over 1st and 10. First down here for the offense. Give to the running back from the shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Got his man! And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. On the run, it's Bond. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Grab near the marker, it's Savage. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job with those guys being on the same page there.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. To the air, it's Hauser. Quickly to the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Going for it all. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. No thought of trying to kick the 46-yarder. They'll go for it. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Trying to get to it. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Power football with the run. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He'll do it himself. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
UCLA, number 19.
Getting set for the point after.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTSA is down right now inside the Alamo Dome, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in San Antonio. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UTEP. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Fires to the right. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Grabbed over the middle. It's right. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. And the Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
He makes a catch. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Pirates have their offense in high gear. To throw, it's Hauser. He'll throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. This time he's got his man. And they're able to make the tackle.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
A nice job by the defense. 1st and goal situation. You can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run penalty.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Calls his own number. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and with that, they take the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 95, set to kick it away.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. To the air, it's Gordon. He finds his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, UCLA!
Number 25, in the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. Coming out with it, it's Montgomery. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a...
He's loose. He's at the 40. At the 20. He's at the 10. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, East Carolina. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive.
UCLA 14.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse,
It's complete! A huge pickup! Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Back to throw, it's Gordon. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They're trying to get to it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on first down. Going up top. And that pass intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Going up top on first down. Shoots it to the left. He's got him wide open. At the 40, there he goes. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
East Carolina 15.
The Bruins will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Montgomery. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Can't get him to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
And the Pirates with the 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Harris. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. That's caught. It's Smith. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short clip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Hauser. He's got it. Touchdown, ECU. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Syracuse had an impressive showing at home, and I know the fans inside the dome are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They'll try the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Takes the handoff. It's Harden. He breaks a tackle. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Looking for space to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Gordon. Fires to the right. Misses again. It's incomplete.
Receiver.
3 in a row.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% this season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Wide receiver shows motion. Feeling some heat. Now adjusting. He'll let one go down the right side. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Scanning the field, it's Gordon. It's caught for the 2.
The two-point conversion is successful and makes the score UCLA 29, East Carolina 22. That's the end of the third quarter with the score UCLA.
The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away.
22.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Montgomery. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know,
all kinds of running room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one. The tackle is finally made. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. He's going to pass. He makes the connection. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need it.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Hauser. He's got him in the flat. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Lets it go to the end zone. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back so we can make some magic here in this 4th quarter.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defender. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And I think we're going to see a lot more of this from this offense. Listen, you're backed up on your own end. You got the lead. More importantly, you want to continue to run the clock, get first downs, be the physical team right here. The ground game, I imagine, is going to be a big part of their playbook moving forward.
Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Back to pass, it's Hauser. Trying to get behind the defense. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Let's go. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And he pulls it in at the 15. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
UCLA, 29.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Timeout, UCLA.
Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better. DBs will try to keep everything in front, trying to pound their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Wants to throw. It's Gordon. Touchdown, Bruins! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
UCLA.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Nice catch for the 2-point conversion.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
East Carolina, 30.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Getting some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, UCLA.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Coming after him. Oh, and they get to him. Had a chance for an all-time finish, but the defense put a stop to it, and that's the final play of the game. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build, that confidence. You know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.